Today we're going to talk about the last step of this project, which is doing a torn paper mosaic. Mosaic is a style of artwork where you have many little pieces put together to make a picture. And the pieces that we're going to be using is paper, but mosaic can be done with glass, tiles, all sorts of different materials. Today we're going to be doing it with paper. So same thing as last week. We're going to find an old magazine or advertisements that we can use by tearing. You could use old phone books. Again, make sure you ask your family if it's okay for you to use it. You could even use leftover paper or your old artwork that you don't need anymore. So any pieces of paper that you can tore or cut is okay. So I'm going to tear out a page. And we're going to be cutting up or tearing small pieces. It should be maybe a little bit bigger than your fingernails, but anything bigger is going to be harder to match. So this one's a little bit too big. I'm just going to tear some random pieces. If you want to cut them into small pieces, that's okay too. We're just going to cut out a bunch. So now I have a pile of torn paper, and these are going to be my mosaic pieces. So same technique as last week. Get a little bit out and glide the pieces on top. So what we're going to do is first we're going to look at the piece and see where it fits on the contour, that's the edge of your drawing. So this one has some bumps on it, so I'm going to look and see that it fits right here pretty good. Once you find a part that fits that jagged edge, you're going to pick it up, glide it onto the glue, and glue it on. Do the same for the next piece. First, figure out where you're gonna fit it to. Oh, it fits pretty good over here. Let's see, this one might fit right here. So this process takes some patience. Today, try and develop your patience with your work. Some of your paper might have different sides. If you want to flip it over to see which sides you want, you can. I'm kind of doing this bluish grayish color, and I'm going to do that through the whole border. But if you want to just kind of do it random, that's okay too. And if it has some letters in it, that might actually be a nice, cool design element. So you don't have to just use blank pieces. So now I covered the edges of the inside of my contour shape of the lower peninsula. So this is the hard part. If you got through this part, then the rest is pretty easy. So now you're going to take more paper, and I think I'm going to switch colors to kind of peach, brown, and green. And now you're just going to do the same thing. This time you can go a little bit bigger because there's not an exact shape that you need to fit. And then we're going to do the same thing to try and cover the background paper color. So this time you don't really have to worry about the shapes. All you're doing is just covering the paper color, which for mine is yellow. So I'm going to keep going until there's no more yellow. Okay, there we go. So now we have the mosaic collage of the lower peninsula. If you have a 30-minute art class, then this is all you need to do today. Take a picture and send it to me through our Sonia or Canvas. And next week, you'll be finishing the upper peninsula. So it's a little bit too much for 30 minutes, so I'm dividing it into 2 weeks. You have 2 weeks to finish collaging. If you have a 1-hour art class, then I would like you to actually finish doing your mosaic collage for the rest of the picture as well. If you have a 1-hour class, please watch until the end of the video, which is going to show you my finished, complete collage. Okay, now I've covered the inside outline of the upper peninsula. And there's not a lot more that I need to cover because the UP is a skinnier shape. But I'm going to try and make it consistent. And for the lower peninsula, I did blue for the outline and the brown and green for the inside. So I think I'm going to add some of that blue in the inside area. Okay, so here's my finished mosaic collage. Again, 30-minute class, people. You only have to do half of it, which is just the Lower Peninsula the first week, and then the Upper Peninsula the second week. If you have a 1-hour art class, please make sure finish collaging your whole state or country that you chose. Make sure to take a picture of your finished collage and please upload it to Artsonia or Canvas.